Alright, what's up YouTube? So, early spring 2017 update. We just got a ton of rain over the weekend, somewhere 5, 8 inches, something like that, over the past several days. And as you can see, the swale, on this side at least, is totally dry. I don't know where the other side is. I made a repair on that over here, and about 2 days later it all got all washed out. So I tried to make it by hand. I dug all this soil out of this leftover from another project, and it took me about 3 hours with a wheelbarrow and a shovel, moving that over to the swale over there and patching it up and packing it in. And 2 days later it rained and it all got washed out. So I'm gonna bring in the heavy equipment and see if I can really shore up that side. But as you can see, this pond is super full right now. This is not typical. Over the winter there was probably only 1 or 2 feet at the most in there, so it was just kind of a hole in the bottom. So it's definitely full right now, but that's basically the level where it'll start running under the driveway there. But I like it when it's this high, and it all just kind of soaks into the landscape though, so that's all right. You can see we've got some wild blackberries here, trying to kind of prevent these from spreading any further than they are, because the thorns are totally vicious on them. So these are mostly pear trees over here, and you can see everything feels big. So some of our fruit trees that we've planted, that looks like a mulberry there. So I grafted my first mulberry tree this year, and it seems to be doing all right. I don't remember what variety I stuck on it. Oh, here's a grafted pear tree right there. So grafted this one this year, and that is just part of the tree trying to come back. Pull that off of there. But you can see grafts are doing good, so next year, maybe later this year, we'll see, I will cut the rest of these pear trees out, so that one will go to town, and I bet it'll do really good right there. But here's just a soft maple that we planted when we put the swale in, and you can see it's about 9 feet tall. There's another one a little bit taller over there. So cornelian cherry there. This is a peach tree. I think I got this one from One Green World. It's supposed to be nearly immune to peach curl leaf, but I'm going to disagree with that, since the leaves are as curly as any of the other pear trees that I have. That may be milkweed there, or dogsbane, the false one. I don't remember what this is. This may be a quince or a medlar, maybe, one or the other. I would have to go back and look, but it's doing pretty good this year. Yeah, that one's a quince. This is a medlar. We did, yeah, right there. I think that's fruit right there. So that'll be cool. Never had that one. Here is a peach bush. I found this growing in our cold frame 2 years ago, maybe. So I stuck it out here. I figured I would see if it makes anything edible, and if it does, I'll eat it, and if not, I will graft it with something else. I've got a few different varieties of peaches. It did have a peach on it this year. I can't spot it right now. I won't bore you with that. Here's a wild mulberry. See if I can focus on that. Little berries on there. Those will be ripe in a couple weeks probably. They're tasty little berries. This is an autumn olive. I didn't realize it, but these have little thorns on them. So if you plant that, be careful, because it is not a super friendly plant. And they're not bad thorns, they're pretty tiny. I actually can't even spot any right now, but anyways, be aware of that. Here's some more pear trees that we've grafted, a couple years old, pretty good size. Here we are at the end of the swale. See if there's any water in there. Nope. Looks like it's all soaked in, and there was literally water running through this, so it's definitely doing its job. Dexter, leave that. Deer died over here. The dog's chewing on it. Got some raspberries back here. They've never really fruited very well, which they also get pretty overgrown, but planted a few things. Oh, there's some berries over there. That'll be good. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We're almost to the spillway. So, still dry there. And it's been about 24 hours since we had about 5 inches of rain. So, here's an apple tree, a couple years old. Pretty good shape. So, this is the spillway on this side. And unfortunately, it has not done anything yet, because over on the far end over here, we got off either on the measurement or the digging. So it is the lowest part of the swale, so you can see we've still got water on that side. It also gets into some pretty heavy clay over here. So let's go check this out over here. So you can see our trees down here. On this path, we just mow it, just a walking path, just so we have access to everything. So still have plans to plant that out a little bit in the middle there. I don't know when I'm gonna get that done, but we've got birds and bunnies and all kinds of things living down here now. That looks like some blackberries there. I'm trying to kind of keep that in check. And this ground is very soggy right over here. And here's my blowout. You can see all the rock and stuff that I'd moved over there and packed in there is now washed away. So, got some good trees in there. Let me get out of the sun so you can see that a little bit better. Pile of mulch. Got a guy on Craigslist that will call me when he's in the neighborhood on my lunch hour and mulch into the back of my pickup truck. So I need to get that put around some of the fruit trees over here. So, see, still got some water on this side, but it's alright. It's in pretty good shape. So if I can fix that, and I need to build... The dog, what are you doing? Come on, pup. So we've planted pine trees kind of along here so we can hide those houses over there eventually. Because in the winter we don't have any privacy. So even these trees out here, which we did not plant much of any of these were kind of here. Here's another graft. This is a graft from this year. So not that part, but that one. That's from this year. Going to town. So we planted some walnuts and pecans out here, but I don't know that any of them made it. So, get up here and show you the upper pond, and then we'll call it. Here's the upper pond. I still have a rain barrel which you're not going to be able to see, but up by the house catches a good amount of water, and then hose ran all the way from the house and up here, and this is just a little bit lower than the rain barrel, so that's that pond, and that's the fullest it's been in a long time because we kind of had a dry winter, so it's in pretty good shape. Alright, that's it for now. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please subscribe, and if you want, comment down below and we can chat.